Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Hearts of Iron 4, continuing on with my Make Love, Not War series, where I attempt to play as Germany avoiding war at all costs. And so far that's going pretty well, but it's only 1936, so that's not too hard. In any case, let's go ahead and continue time here. We're not too far away from our next focus. It looks like we've finished a ship up, so why don't we go ahead and take a look at our production and what's going on there. I figure what I should probably do is just continue to make submarines for the most part. Although it wouldn't hurt to maybe have some more cruisers. I don't have, I think, any of these battle cruisers. Yeah, I'll start producing a battle cruiser here. We'll put 5 towards that. And then I guess we'll put the other ones towards that destroyer. But I also, you know what, I just want 2 of these. Get another 2 of those. I think I also want to start production here of submarines, though, so let's get the submarines. We'll back these off a little bit in production so that we can put 2 towards that, and we'll just do infinite production of submarines. Now, where we want this to pop up, we'll have it go in here. And we'll have the destroyers already set there. We'll have the submarines pop over here. Okay, so that should be good. And we do need some chromium. Alright, I may allow that one to go for now, because I don't know necessarily if we'll be able to deal with that. I don't think we'll gain any chromium from the Anschluss of Austria. So that won't help. Matter of fact, chromium isn't really... There's some in Italy. I don't see anywhere else over here nearby. We're probably going to have to trade for that eventually. You know what? I don't see a reason why we don't trade for it, but kinda not great. Now, we're already trading with the Soviet Union for oil. I figure we start trading with Turkey here. That would be a good trade partner because of relations improvements. Alright. I'm just worried with the way things are going that too many of our factories will be into trade rather than building us more stuff. And that is a definite problem. I am going to set up one military factory here. And I'm going to put it here for now. Alright. How's the training going? Pretty good. You know, I thought these units were pretty much trained up. But it could be because I added in brigades, support brigades, that the experience actually dropped a little bit. I'm going to assume that's the case. So training is going to be important here for a lot of my divisions, especially the newer ones. Oh, and we might as well add these guys. Most of our tanks are over here. I probably should start spreading them out. So I'm going to put this guy over here. We'll bring this unit over here. And also, might as well add you to the Blue Army. I'm going to take one of these guys and add it to the Blue Army as well. And I'm going to send you over here. And you, I'm going to send down to this border as well. Alright, I think I had this guy going over here. Yep, okay. I could use strategic movement to move them. I'll just let them move as they will. Okay. So the leadership purge in the Soviet Union has happened. And our focus finished as well. We have to see what the Allies and the Soviet Union and other places work on after this. We have one more level of industrial effort to go. I can't do this yet because I don't have the 550k in the field. And we're not even anywhere close at the moment. So we're working on it, but Matter of fact, I think it's time to boost how many infantry we're working on, because we are producing plenty of infantry equipment. So I think we'll be fine there. The war is still going nationalist way, although the Republicans did recapture Spain, which is, I mean, not Spain, Madrid. This is still ongoing. Jeez, they're taking forever. Alright, so let's take a look what we've got. Alright, what does that lead to? Alright, that's over there. So they're still working on their government type stuff. Over here in the United Kingdom, they're doing service overseas, which is one of the things they can work on without needing tension to be high. And then over here, we have air focus. Again, is not necessarily going to help the French when their government is in dire straits. But okay. Then Italy is working on capital ship effort. Okay. Now, another thing I probably want to start doing is down here in Yugoslavia. I think I want to start boosting party support here. What other nations could we affect? Romanians might be a good call too. I think I'm going to go with the Yugoslavians first, though. So we're just going to boost party popularity. Okay, send. And I think we're still improving relations in... No, it stopped. So it must stop on its own after a period of time. Doesn't necessarily say that, but it looks like that is the case. Because we got up to 100 and then it just stopped. Alright. Which is what we've been seeing before. So we might as well save our political power until closer to when we're actually going to make a move in one way or another. Because the improvement of the relations is pretty rapid. Alright. For now, what is the party support like here? We've got 33. Over here, we've got 31. So this is happening pretty fast. What are they working on? They're working on this. So they went with Poland first, not internationalism. So they can't go and be more fascist or anything like that. At least I don't think. Yeah, they need internationalism for that. Yeah, so because they made Poland first choice, they can't do any of these down here. Which is good, because that also means they can't go liberal or they can't go communist. So we are more free to affect them, more or less. Which is exactly what we want. Focuses are going fine. We're about to pop a tech here. Okay, so it's still 36. So we're going to have penalties if we go anywhere else. Although it looks like I have a bonus here to construction if I want to go that route. Which might be a good thing. I mean, we are being affected by that a little bit. We're working on all those things. I might as well start working on artillery and things like that, and anti-tank guns. So we'll do the artillery upgrade first. And then we'll probably do anti-tank upgrade here soon, just so we can get ourselves up to the 1936 standards in a lot of areas. And be free to move however we want. And how is our recruitment going? We're about to pop out some more units. Matter of fact, we already have. Let's grab these guys and add them to the Blue Army. And then let's send them over to our forts over here. So again, the French have something to look at. Don't want the French getting bored. Alright, and we can modify our government, and we might as well, because all these modifications are quite good. Over here, you can go with artillery, yeah, all that stuff. I think we're better off with some of the other choices. Now, we could go another silent war course and get even more political power gain. But I can only have 3 choices here, so I probably want to do... things that... Alright, so Cabinet of Industry allows us to have civilian factory construction speed, something we need, infrastructure construction speed, and refinery construction speed. Those are all great things for us. We also have fortification engineer, which is mostly just forts. Yeah, okay. And then we have armament organizer. Don't really care about that. And then we've got military factory construction speed and dockyard construction speed. I think Captain of Industry would be fantastic for us, so I'm going to take it. And that should help us quite a bit getting these things moved along. And we are getting more factories here because of these focuses giving us more so that we can start working on these things. Of course, we want to get enough that we can start working on a couple different factories at once, of course. Oh, and we got mechanical computing there, which is going to help us with our research bonus overall. We're working on radio, so we can't work on radar just yet. As far as air goes, we could do heavy fighter. That would get us up to speed. Or I could do anti-tanks. Tanks themselves are fine. I talked about possibly doing a maintenance company. And that would improve manpower. So I'm thinking about it. We do have army experience to burn. You know what? I'm going to do that. Maintenance company, research. And we'll add those on to the tank divisions. Help their reliability. And what is our fielded manpower looking like? Okay, so we're getting there. We're not quite to 550. Oop. This guy's a new one. Put him in there. And we'll send him over to front here. So these are being moved along, but of course we're having a little bit more difficulty here with the infantry equipment. But because we have 5 divisions being recruited all at once, that's more of a strain. I don't think... Yeah, okay. We're doing fine. Doing fine. But, eventually we'll be able to do this. See how the war is going. So, yeah, Republican Spain's still holding on. They've got the capital. And over here, Ethiopia continues to hold out for some reason. I don't really know why. And world tension is lowering. The Rhineland thing's starting to wear off. Ethiopia is really holding out against Italy. This is starting to look bad here. Yeah, they lost Madrid. Looks like Republican Spain's going to fall. And once this war is over, we'll have less of a strain on our infantry equipment production because we are giving them a fair amount of our production. 500 a month. And we're going to have excavation pop out soon. Just as a reminder, we haven't worked on anti-tank just yet. We're getting close to 37 here, so we didn't get everything done for 36 just yet. Okay, so industrial effort 2 is done. So we more or less finished here. And as far as manpower fielded, we're not anywhere near doing this just yet. Which is fine. So I think we start working on army innovations because we can go down this treaty with the USSR and then maybe army innovations again. Or we do this, which would give us some benefits with the Soviet Union. Now, if we never attack Poland, though, I'm not exactly sure how this would work. But we get a non-aggression pact at the very least. They, of course, have to agree to it. Let's first start with Army Innovations. And depending on the situation, we probably should start improving relations with the Soviet Union. Speaking of relations, how are the party things going? Can I stage a coup? I think that is normally one of the choices you can do. We have another tech popping out here. Alright, so... stage a coup. Alright, let's just take a look here. We've got 35%. We've got 34%. What happens if we do this? Staging a coup will take 0.5 daily until we reach 200 total. The following equipment will be used to stage the coup. Infantry equipment 2,900. Okay, we can pick the state where the revolution will spread from. If no state is picked, the source state will be determined under other conditions. Well, I don't know if I really care. We do want to befriend Poland, but this might be a good call. 0.5 daily, I mean, that would take 400 days, so it's going to take a while, but the befriend Poland is way down the line. I think we have to do this. Because it will take 400 days to fire, the portage support should be higher by the time it fires, so I'm going to do this. Go ahead and send that. And hopefully it goes our way. It might cause world tension to go high. We'll have to see. Oh, that's right, research. And we're going to be in 37 soon. So it might be worth doing this. There's not going to be that many penalties at this point. Yeah, I'll go ahead. 61 days isn't too bad. Okay. We might as well do it while we've got the focus is giving us stuff. Then we can do land doctrine stuff once this pops. All right. So how's our recruitment going? It's coming along. This is being limited by our ability to give them supplies. But let's take a look at construction. Now we have enough civilian factories. We're actually working on 2 things at once, which should help. Also, once the refineries started getting built, we might be able to trade or stop trading for as much oil. Would definitely help. Then, you know what? I think it's time that we come over here and start improving relations. Because we're going to be doing the, more than likely, after this, we're going to do treaty with USSR, and they have to accept it, so I want to make sure they do. Which allows us to start working on some tank stuff here. Especially medium tanks. Would be nice. How far away? We're quite a ways away from the maintenance company. Okay. How do the Soviets feel about us now? Not too bad. Of course, we're improving relations. The party support continues to go up. That's good. Let's see. How's... Oh, yeah, they're definitely squeezing the Republicans down here. And no progress here at all. Did Italy pull all their troops or what? I guess we don't have to worry about world tension going up if the Italians can never beat the Ethiopians. Right, We've got all of our guys on the border here. Not much. Not as many as the French have, for instance. All right. Take a look. What is the French working on? Alpine forts, which will be down here. And they're doing encourage the elite here, colonial elite, which is a good focus. It gives them a research bonus. Okay, so we got radios. We can start working on radar, which I think is a good idea. It gives me something to build. That'll take 128 days. I think that's a good idea. Start working on that. We're now into 37. And for whatever reason, the Italians have still not beat the Ethiopians by 37, which is odd. But it looks for sure that the Nationalist Spain's going to win now. How's our training going? You guys are mostly trained up. So I'm going to actually switch the training here off for this group. And I'm going to switch it over to these guys instead. So you guys can start training up. Because there's a lot more guys over here that need the training. Right. We're getting our manpower out there on the field. Up further and further, so allows us to do the Anschluss of Austria. But 550k, gonna take some doing. All right, research done. Oh, and I still have more ahead of time bonuses, or actually tech bonuses here. Don't think I want that just yet. I could do the resource thing. Of course, it's 37 now, so these things will work for us. I'm going to do this one. It only takes 120 days. It gets our efficiency cap up. Definitely useful. And we'll have this done soon. We can start working on land doctrines. And tanks and... Matter of fact, I might start on the tanks first. Because that gets rid of the ahead of time penalty. Alright, so we got something going on here that I have never seen. So the Pax Americana. Looking at the conflicts on the other continents, Franklin Delano Roosevelt has announced a new foreign policy program intended to keep the peace at home. Any government on the American continent may appeal to the United States for military protection should they feel threatened by their neighbors. While not a guarantee of any particular state, the desire for peace in America is no longer just a dream, but official American policy. Okay. And our Army innovations have finished. Alright, so treaty with the USSR we're going to do. Otherwise, what was the point of improving relations with them? And that will give us... Well, actually, this is what we need for the tanks. This is land doctrines. This is tanks. So, there we go. Start that on up. Of course, they have to approve. But I think we have to go through the entire focus before they approve of it. And our relations should be up to the top at that point. And over here, we now have 37% fascist support. And over here, we have 38. We're doing the same thing over here. How is our political power? Okay. Moving along. Now, if only I could support communists, I could probably get a communist coup going on over here. Still not too late, but I don't know if I want to strengthen the Soviet Union too much. Okay, this war is progressing along. This is not. It's so weird. I've never seen that happen where the Italians have taken forever like that. All right. Almost squeezed them out over here. Valencia is the last city over here, and it just fell. They have one port, though. All right, we have interwar artillery. Last thing to research for 36, outside of paratroopers, which we weren't sure of, would be artillery, anti-tank specifically, then on land doctrines. Of course, there's naval stuff, but I already discussed how I don't really care about that right now. We could do heavy fighters. And then air, we're not going to worry about. Fine here. This is 37 now, so we could work on this. I honestly think the industry is the more important thing here. And not doing anti-tank guns, which we would have to produce anyway. So I'm going to go with this. Of course, I could have done what we had a 50% reduction in, but we'll wait on that for now. Now, the one thing I should probably reevaluate here is where we're at. The aluminum, I just don't get it. We're exporting and importing at the same time. All right, whatever. That was kind of that weird thing where all of a sudden we needed aluminum where we didn't need it before. I guess we over-exported. We're importing rubber. We need that apparently. I see again here. We're importing, but we're also exporting. Oh, you know what? It's probably because we're importing too much that we're exporting some of it away. Not really sure there. That's just kind of weird to have imported and exported at the same time, but whatever. And... Oh, no, I clicked the wrong people. I was like, 50%, that's great. How is this? They'll fire in January of 38. Good. Okay. Things are moving along. How's our manpower situation? We're at almost 450. We do have 2 new divisions here, so go ahead and add them to the Blue Army. And then I'll probably tell the infantry to go somewhere else at this point, because I think they are... Send these guys over here, and I'll send this guy there. Okay. And then I think what I'll do as the recruit, I'm going to tell them to pop up over here instead. So we can start putting guys on the Polish border and adding them to the Red Army rather than the Blue Army. Although we can make more armies, obviously. And I do want to change the name here. I'm just going to call it the German Theater rather than the German Theater 1. No particular reason for that. Just feel like it. Alright. Gonna be a little while before we have anything happen. Yeah, it looks like this war is pretty much over. And this war goes on forever. Well, you know, that's a good thing. Italy held back is going to be good for us. Fortification effort going on over here. Metropolitan France going on. So they still haven't addressed their government. Royal Tank Regiment. So they're still going down this tree here. And the U.S., which did do something interesting here. Air War Plans Vision. All right. We're doing a good job of keeping the world tension down. Stalin Constitution. They're starting to go down this route. Okay. And we can modify our government. So, what else should we add on here? Well, I think we need research benefits. What do we have here, theorist-wise? Don't care about that. Don't care about that. I would have to wait, because I would want mobile warfare expert, which would give us a doctrine bonus as well as army experience gain. So this would be good down the road. As a matter of fact, I probably should save up and get this, because this is actually very valuable. We haven't really done anything with land doctrines yet, but it's probably something we're going to work on soonish. So we'll save up for that. In any case, actually, this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.